What's up everybody, Josh here again, and today we have a week 28 content update. They've made some changes to the Outposts and also big news coming next week, so let's get into it, shall we? Icarus Week 28 Outpost number 1. Icarus Week 28 Outpost number 1. Outpost gets their first step in a big makeover, new configurable difficulty settings, full map outpost, and mission. This week we start our process of refreshing Outpost, starting with adding new functionality and personalization, along with the entire Olympus map now being playable as a huge 64 square kilometer outpost. Configurability in Outposts will include options for adjusting the difficulty, allowing you to customize your experience to suit your playstyle. With Olympus available as a full persistent map, you'll have an abundance of resources at your disposal also. We're excited to see how you take this new opportunity and create magic with it. And they go back to say that Outposts originally weren't something they were planning on providing, but based on community feedback and during the beta, great ideas developed and we wanted to pursue them. And with the Olympus Outpost, you could explore the whole entire map after you complete the mission to unlock it. And they go on to ask, why is the full map outpost not only for those with the Sporters Edition? We have wanted to provide more value to those who purchased the Sport Edition for some time, and you need to. However, we cannot do this at the expense of the larger community. Of course. We understand that it is frustrating, but every development moment we have continue to be prioritized towards changes that should have been in the game before it released. I mean, that changes that benefit everyone. We do have some exciting ideals to help reward those supporting us with the Sports Edition. Locking this kind of content behind that is not the way. It is absolutely vital that we nurture the community as a whole well before we risk diving in with content. Okay. So in time, we look to always increase waste, the value of the Sports Edition. In the meantime, we do hope those who have it understand that we must prioritize content for everyone first, even if it hurts us in the revenue. And as it says here, you could buy the Sports Edition for $109.98. Would I suggest it? Not currently. But you do get the 2 DLCs. We're hoping that's what the value is for. Configurable Outposts. So we also have Configurable Outposts. Outposts will now have the option to be customized. So basically you'll be able to have an extreme option, which disables visual maps and locators, similar to how that behaves in Prospects. And you'll also be able to modify how many creatures or what kind of creatures you put on it. Harder difficulty settings will provide more volatile weather conditions and more numerous powerful foes. Exotics won't be mineable in Outposts, but all other voxels and interactive features will be. So you can basically build to your heart's content. And they have a new mission, Olympus Outpost Unlock mission. This mission is to unlock the full-size Olympus Outpost. It is called Nightfall Survey. You get Nightfall Survey going to Olympus. And at the very end of your quest chain now, you'll see Nightfall Survey. So on Nightfall Survey, you go and scan the entire Olympus region with the Essential Survey unit and defeat the apex creatures of Olympus. And this unlocks the ability to do the new Olympus-wide outpost for the full map. Some other key improvements that they've made this week is they did a major textile optimization pass. It results in improved performance, especially if the GPU was previously memory limited, and smaller game packet size. There'll be more to come in the next update. They fixed the thrown spears and knives highlighting talent, and made some other changes and optimizations. Next week preview. Next week we'll be removing the Remove from Prospects button, as it was only supposed to be a beta feature and has prevented us from really leaning into the character attachments and loss we originally envisioned for Icarus. Important things to know is that they will remove the Remove from Prospect button, but add a Abandoned Prospect button. This button will be a new button that's clicked, and if the prospect has insurance, the character will be safely returned to the station with the loadout they took with them gone. If the prospect does not have insurance, the character will be abandoned along with all their gear and will now no longer be able to use this character and will have to delete them and remove them from your roster. And also they go on to say that Alex Gomerstall in Memorandum, you will notice in the credits and memorandum of a colleague, a talented team member, Alex Gomerstall, passed away a couple weeks ago. Rest in peace, Alex. They go on to also say about the changelog. We'll go down through a few things that actually matter in this changelog. There's a bunch of bug fixes and modifications, some typo changes and whatnot. They added the new difficulty settings to the outposts and added the Olympus wide outpost to the outpost screen. So when we click on outposts, you'll see that the Daylight Olympus outpost is unlocked, and that's by completing the Nightfall Survey that we just mentioned. And you don't have to have Porter's Edition for this outpost. Just complete this mission. They fix thrown spears, knives, and etc. being highlighted in the world not correctly prevent the highlight from being cleared when looking at an item and then looking away. You can now modify key bindings from the title screen. Added wood piranha statue to the prospect as well as stone piranha statue. Added difficulty setups for outposts. They fixed the icebox where they broke it last week. They assigned spawn rate types for crocodiles and komodos. They changed the radar running sounds. And other than that, just did a bunch of fixes. They fixed some of the incorrect subtitles, typos, and whatnot in missions, and etc. Some small changes and fixes all the way down through this list. And guys, that's it for this week. Don't forget, if you like what you see, to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Peace!